So Canada's Drag Race versus the World is happening, but who should be on a regular Canada's Drag Race All-Stars if such a season were to ever exist? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcome into your least favorite Drag Race commentators channel. My name is Jer. Let's get into it. Starting with Season 1's Scarlet Bobo, who made it to top 3. I always enjoyed Scarlet's looks. They were strong and conceptual, and competing with the best of mainline Drag Race seasons. It's honestly a crime that Bobo didn't win more challenges, as I believe that she absolutely could have won at least 2 more. She deserves to show her art again on an All-Stars season. From Season 2's top 2, I would like to see Kendall Gender. I think Kendall is fierce, and I know she came back for Canada versus the World, but I didn't feel that that was a fair representation of her growth and her craft, and she absolutely deserves a proper All-Stars treatment. From Season 3's top 3, I would love to see Kimmy Couture. Kimmy is a queen who I feel has a lot of buzz still floating around her from being the lip-sync assassin of Canada, probably just as strong as Near Enough. Kimmy was Asian excellence and deserves another shot to come back and burn the runway down with her fierce walk and elevated drag sensibility. From Season 4's top 4, I demand to see Aurora Matrix for the very first Canada All-Star scenario. Aurora is a queen who I think easily could have won her season, rightfully, and deserved it just as much as Venus did. Aurora was another example of Asian excellence, giving us quality runway shows week after week. I know that her talent, humor, and aesthetics have only grown since she got off the show, and I would love to see her even more prepared to take the crown. From Season 1's 6th place, I would love to see Alona Verde. Now, I know this might be a controversial opinion because Alona was a bit of a brat on her season, but I do think that she was the original fashion girl of Canada's Drag Race franchise. I might be as bold to say that Alona might be in the same category as Season 3 Manila. With her smart choices of theming each runway category and executing them flawlessly, Alona would take the runways in an All-Star season by storm. From Season 2's 6th place, I would love to see Kimora Amor, a queen who I think had a lot of excellent things to say on the runway, and I still think had one of the most impactful runways of all time with that slavery look. I think that she has a strong voice and point of view, and I would love to see her on the show again. From Season 3's 5th place, I would love to see Vivien Vanderpuss. Viv was one of my favorite comedy queens to ever grace the Canada's Drag Race stage. I loved her vibes, her energy, and more than anything, her smile. She was always giving me something that I wanted to see on American seasons of Drag Race, and that's presence. She was extremely present all the time, and I think that she would do excellently in an All-Star scenario. From Season 4's 5th place, I think we're all ready to see Mother Melinda Verga back on our screens. Melinda is the meme queen of Canada's Drag Race franchise, wearing her Vivien Westwood inspires with gratitude, flipping her hair up, only for it to immediately flop back down, to having one of the most iconic explosions on the series. Melinda is Mother and effortlessly iconic, and we need her. From Season 1, the pork chop queen herself, I would love to see Juicebox. I know that Juice seems like an odd pull, and I know that I've been quoted as saying, pork chop queens are pork chop queens for a reason, but I think that Juice is it. I think she's funny and witty and would make an excellent addition to a first season of Canada's Drag Race All-Stars. In Season 3's 8th place, I would love to see Lady Boom Boom, a queen who I think had an excellent aesthetic and brand, and initially I pegged her as being a top 4 queen, which that unfortunately didn't happen. I think that she's beautiful, talented, and funny, and I think she would be a well-rounded queen for this season. From Season 4's 11th place, I would love to see CCE Superstar. This is a queen with a really cool perspective who I think just really got in her own way and wasn't able to deliver on her own brand in Season 4. I think now that some time has passed, she can come back and be more than that'll do. She'll be great. The final contestant I would like to see in an All-Stars format is from Season 4, and that is Kitten Kaboodle. This is a veteran seasoned queen who had so much to offer. I think she was in the bottom once unnecessarily, and the second time was during the Lollapalooza, where She unfortunately made a bad decision going against Melinda for the lip sync. I think Kitten is extremely talented and has so much to offer, and I think her time off the show would allow her to grow even more than she was before. And that's the cast I would love to see for the very first Canada's Drag Race All-Stars. Who do you want to see? And do you think that we'll ever get one? See you on the flip. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Goodbye.